how to register your limited liability company in U.S. The American dream, open for business, land of opportunity, freedom to dream big, work hard and maybe invent a slightly different flavor of sparkling water. You too can chase this dream. First step, starting a business. Now before you unleash your inner entrepreneur on unsuspecting customers, you need a legal shield. Something to protect your personal assets from the fickle whims of the market. Enter the LLC. Don't worry, this isn't some fancy legal jargon reserved for guys in suits who say things like synergy unironically. An LLC is just a smart way to structure your business. Think of it as the sensible footwear of the business world. Not as flashy as stilettos looking at you, corporations, but way more comfortable and practical for everyday use. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. Catchy, right? Basically, it means your personal stuff, house, car, that signed picture of Danny DeVito you treasure, is separate from your business stuff. If the business goes belly up, hey, it happens. Creditors can't come after your personal assets. It's like a legal firewall between your entrepreneurial dreams and your prized Funko Pop collection. Now, setting up an LLC isn't exactly as easy as making a sandwich. There's paperwork. Paperwork. But look, it's less painful than a root canal, and significantly less expensive than bribing a room full of lawyers. Plus, once it's done, you can get back to the fun part, turning your brilliant idea into a money-making machine, or at least a slightly profitable hobby. First things first, where do you want to base your LLC? This is important for a few reasons, mostly having to do with taxes and regulations. Each state has its own rules, which is just a fun way of saying get ready for some light reading. Delaware is like the cool kid everyone wants to be friends with thanks to its business-friendly laws. But hey, maybe you're loyal to your home state. No judgment here, except maybe a little judgment if your state makes you file your taxes in triplicate while standing on one leg. Once you've chosen your state, you need to pick a name for your LLC. This is where you can unleash your inner creative genius, within reason. No, you can't call your scented candle business Gwyneth Paltrow's unconsciously goopy aromas, no matter how much SEO juice you think it'll get you. Check your state's rules for what's allowed, and make sure the name isn't already taken. Pro tip, a quick Google search can save you a lot of trademark headaches down the line. Section 4 steps 2 through 6, the paperwork gauntlet, but not too scary, promise. Next up, the registered agent. This sounds like something out of a spy thriller, but it's actually quite boring. Basically, it's just a person or company who agrees to be your official point of contact for legal stuff. Think of them as your business's very own mailroom, handling those official-looking envelopes that make you break out in a cold sweat. You can be your own registered agent if you want, but honestly, who needs the extra paperwork? Now we're getting to the good stuff, the Articles of Organization. This is the document that officially brings your LLC to life in the eyes of the government. It's like your business's birth certificate, but with more legalese and fewer adorable baby pictures. You'll need to include basic information like your LLC's name, address, and the names of its members. That's you and anyone else who owns part of the business. Section 5, congratulations! Now what? EINs and you. Almost there. You've navigated the treacherous waters of state registration, but the federal government isn't off the hook just yet. You'll need an employer identification number or EIN from the IRS. Think of it as your business's social security number, essential for things like opening a bank account, hiring employees, one day when you're rolling in dough, and paying taxes. Don't worry, getting an EIN is actually pretty easy. You can apply online for free, and you'll get your number instantly. Take that, bureaucracy. Speaking of taxes, you'll also need to figure out what kind of business structure works best for you. This will determine how your business's income is taxed. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. You can choose to have your LLC taxed as a sole proprietorship, partnership, S corporation, or C corporation. Each option has its pros and cons, so it's a good idea to talk to a tax professional, or at least consult with your eccentric uncle who claims to be a financial guru. Section 6. Go forth and LLC, you got this. Congratulations, you've made it. You've successfully registered your LLC, and you're now officially a business owner. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back, you've earned it. Now get out there and show the world what you're made of. Just remember to keep your paperwork organized, pay your taxes on time, and maybe send us a fruit basket when you make it big. We accept gifts in the form of cash, checks, money orders, and first-class plane tickets to a tropical island.